All right, guys, listen. Come on in here, man. Please hit the like button. We are going to be talking to Mr. Joseph McGill here shortly. And so yeah, y'all come on in here and hit the like button. Very interesting conversation tonight, Mr. Joseph McGill, one of the most highly respected historians in the state of South Carolina. We're going to be definitely talking with him and figuring out, what it is he got going on and what he's got coming up. So it's going to be a great conversation, and I know a lot of people are going to be coming over for response on the homecoming conversation and that whole thing. We'll be doing that after this. So once this is completed, I'll come back on after 10 or 15 minutes, and then we will definitely address what was said tonight in at the school board meeting. And so we can sift through what is and what isn't. So y'all just hang in there. We're waiting on Mr. McGill and the rest of the panel. So y'all just hang tight, if I may. By the way, this is Mr. McGill's website. It's called the Slave Dwelling Project. You should probably go over there and check it out a little bit, and then come join the conversation.
What's going on? Oh, volume is down. I'll mute.
Yep, that's what it was. It was muted. How you doing today, sir?
And I'm tired. I'll tell you what. It's been an exhausting day, but this too shall pass. I was working, trying to get our guests on tonight. Have you heard? Have you heard from him or?
I have not. I think they're going to join us here in a minute. Let me get this music out of the background here, first of all. All right, yeah. Let me get this music out of here, first of all. All right, so yeah, haven't heard anything. Well, I think they're going to join us here in a little bit.
Okay.
So in the meantime, we got to fill some time. I wasn't planning on talking about this subject until later, but I don't even think we should do that right now because it's going to get a little deep. But what I said earlier, if you would, once we're done talking to Mr. Is it McGill or McGill?
McGill Jr., Mr. Joseph McGill Jr.
Mr. Joseph McGill Jr. There we go. And somebody just popped in. Okay. So
I was just reviewing. I didn't realize you were on because I went to the wrong spot anyway. It was that kind of day. But I was in that, spending some time looking at some of he's done several TEDx, one in Charleston and one in Rapid City, I think, Iowa. Pretty interesting, to learn that someone is doing this kind of work, which his goal, and he's deeply into it, is to sleep in as many slave dwellings. And he'll talk about it. I don't want to get too deep in it, but to get that real feel, and he's obviously a historian, and to tell that sort of side of the slavery, and what it was like in terms of living conditions for slaves, and he goes much deeper than that. But also working with him on a project that we'll probably do here in November, and I think the young lady who's heading that project up will probably speak to that a little bit more. But very interesting young man, with again a background that I think should be shared, and we all can learn something from. So, looking forward to talk to Mr. McGill.
Absolutely. All right, and so as you were talking about the as we wait on him to pop in here, I see you back there, Miss Richards. I see you back there. All right.
Yeah, she's in her own rights. She's a historian in her own rights, and I think a lot of her self-taught in here in especially in the Georgetown County, South Carolina. And so I find it fascinating to talk to Miss Richards as well. So should be very informative conversation tonight.
Absolutely. All right. Let's see. Let's stop the share there. And what I wanted to do before I bring them up, I wanted to give us a little bit more on which I'll definitely read his bio whenever he comes up. But I wanted to, since you said TED Talk, I definitely went right to it and got him up here. Let's see here. And so, what am I doing? My engineers are out of town tonight, guys. They got caught up in the ISIS raids, I guess. But we'll working on getting some more of these good folks in here. But on the screen right here is a little bit from Joseph McGill. We'll play a little bit of this real fast as I get this together.
I don't see a lot of people who look like me. In other words, you don't have bald head. So this thing that I do, it's a little crazy. I find slave dwellings wherever they exist, and I ask the owners if I could spend the night in these spaces. It's a little odd, yes, but I do this because of